I'm Chris Jakimick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important. But I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text, actually, from my stepmom. I was like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates, and she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day, 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, was like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. Is like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. You know, every day he pushes it. From, you know, the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So you know that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it got transformed into Lo and Behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Oh my gosh, everybody. I am so excited. My heart's pumping. My hands are sweaty. Please welcome our very own Director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña.
Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza.
From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio.
From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy.
Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle.
And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Velarde, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jacksomek.
Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
Whew.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets. no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're going to take care of each other. We've got each other. And it gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's going to help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's going to save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After 12 weeks of hard racing, it all comes down to the Dirt Track Bank Dash for Cash. Best of the best on track tonight are going to battle it out. The initial purse was $500. Thanks to Dean Reynolds and the Super Dirt Car Series, they bumped that up $25. And then Mr. Billy Roberts from Gears Unlimited bumped it up another $25. So the winner tonight is going to take home $150. So all the racing throughout the season has come down to this. The cars are currently out on the track. We're getting ready to call them off the track, get the show underway. Mr. Clayton Hack with me in the booth once again. Clayton, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good to be back. I missed it last week, not being able to be a part of it. It was definitely a little weird, but it feels good to be back in my comfort zone up here with you. And ready to see who's going to take it home tonight, man.
Just checking out my video here. It doesn't look like we have. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try that. So welcome back, Clayton. No one could hear you on the broadcast. I'm hoping I got that squared away. We're getting ready to call the tracks. You ready to go?
Yes, sir. Feels good to be back up here, man. I'm excited to see who's going to take home the dough tonight.
Yes, sir. Here we go. All drivers, clear the track. All drivers, clear the track, please. We got 20 of the best of the best. We have 19 in the field. Somebody didn't show up. All right, drivers, welcome to the Gears Unlimited Dash for Cash. Big shout out to the Super Dirt Car Series, Mr. Dean Reynolds. Kicked in an additional $25 for the winner. And Mr. Billy Roberts matched that with $25. So the winner tonight of the overall highest combined points takes home $150. So running for some cash tonight. You guys know the rules. We won't belabor this. We'll get right to qualifying. Big shout out to Mr. Jeffrey Kemper. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. Everyone else, man, this is it until October. So let's put on a great show. We got a lot of fans out in the audience and some of the best drivers on the sim getting ready to take to the track. So I wish you all the best of luck. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, none heard. We have advanced to qualifying. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. See who comes out on the track first. I see the Caden Berry fan club out there. And Cale Smith, who's getting ready to go out on track in the 115, the Navy driver in the 115 machine out of South Dakota. Clay Christopherson on the track. He got the provisional start for, can't remember, Sanders Racing. Sanders Racing got a provisional start. All of our sponsors from this past season were given a provisional start, and Clay Christopherson was fortunate enough to get one of those. 181 of Jeffrey Kemper, the driver out of Oregon, out on track. Caden Berry, the youngster out of New Hampshire, in the 12 cars out. Billy Roberts, we mentioned him, Gears Unlimited owner-operator, kicked in an additional $25 to the winner. Billy's been with us for a year, a little over a year. Well, coming up on a year, I suppose. Greatly appreciate his partnership with Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Meant the world to us. Those of you out there, you probably already know this will be our last race broadcast until October. We got a lot of stuff cooking. Brandon Templeton, top of the board, 17.089. Matt Graham, P2. Cale Smith, 17.170. He's in the third spot. 10 car shutting it down. That's Donald Ingram out of Georgia. He's 12th quick. Jason Haynes, 15th quick, 17.276. Michael Carter moves up to second on the board in the 15 car, 17.139. For your 358 modified winner champion in Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Coming to the flag. Can he improve by one? No, sir. A little quicker. Justin Sick, provisional starter for A&J Custom Creations. Let's see how Justin does. Coming off a turn 4, Jordan LaFawn up to P2 in the 11 car. LaFawn with a 17.138, the driver out of Indiana. Coming off a 4 for his second lap. Little slower. LaFawn, second quick. 15 car of Justin Sick. He visited Volusia not too long ago in person. 17.206 on his first lap. See if he can improve. He's 8th quick currently on the board. Coming to the flag stand. Little slower. 17.462 for the 15 car. Jordan LaFawn shuts it down. Templeton, LaFawn, Carter, Grimm, Smith, your top 5. Format is as usual. We'll have a couple of heat races and a 30-lap feature race tonight. That's a little bit different. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Templeton and Carter on the front row. Cale Smith, Chris Cox in row 2. Clay Christopherson, Billy Robertson 3. Anthony Marvulio, Donald Ingram in 4. Randall Dixon and Isaac Salas round out your field of 10 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Please, everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts are on the leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Everybody heading to the feature. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Braden Carter in the audience giving the CTM a big shout-out. Got Grandma Pete out there cheering on Jordan LaFawn. Rob Piper with a shout-out to the field. Gail, as always, joining us from the East Coast. Ma'am, welcome to the show. Unfortunately, we will not be back until October. Tally Baldwin is in the audience. That's Cale Smith's mom. Green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway at Volusia. 8 laps to get it done. Templeton to the lead. Michael Carter, P2. Cale Smith falls in P3. Chris Cox in the new paint scheme. He slides on the outside of the 115, coming off a turn 4, side by side with Cale Smith. Templeton, Carter at the front of the field. Chris Cox going to battle it out with Cale Smith down the backstretch, coming into turn 3 and 4. Smith down low. Cox up high. It's Smith at the line. Billy Roberts battling it out with Clay Christopherson. That battle's for 5th. Clay Christopherson in the 51. Anthony Marvulio in the 238. got side by side with Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Up front, Brandon Templeton setting sail with Michael Carter in tow. Go on board with the 15 car. That's your 358 modified champion for the 2-time champion. He was the fall and winter champion in that division on lap 5 of 8 as he pulls up on the rear end of that 31 car. Brandon Templeton in the dirt track bank, driver out of Corning, Iowa, at the point. Templeton keeping it down low. All the action's going to be back here. Clay Christopherson still down low. Billy Roberts able to get by. Put the 99 in P4. Chris Cox P5. Roberts slides up. We're going to go 3 wide. Everyone made it out of that mess. 2 laps to go. Templeton, Carter at the front of the field. Cale Smith has recaptured 3rd. Templeton coming off of turn 4 for the white flag. The driver out of Corning, Iowa. In the dirt track bank, GY6RN number 31. Pulling a little bit away from Michael Carter. Now Carter decides to go down low. Coming off of turn 4 for the flag stand. It's going to be Templeton, Carter, Smith, Roberts, Christopherson, your top 5. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Jordan LaFawn, Matt Graham on the front row. Caden Berry, Justin Sick in row number 2. Jeffrey Kemper, Michael Vitale in 3. Joseph Grandy, Randy Shreves in 4. Jason Haynes and Anthony Vitale Jr. is not supposed to be in the race, so we will not see him take to the grid. All right, leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts on leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. So that 11 car is going to be hard to beat on that front row, Clayton.
Yeah, Jordan, we saw him absent last week, but Jordan's back, probably with a little bit of redemption, hoping to secure him some good points for this one. I know he's fast in the first 2, but the guy's got to run all 3 tonight to accumulate those points for the final payout. So we'll see what Jordan can do here. Hopefully he can get himself a good cushion in these 358s and the Pro Late models.
Yeah, the 91 car of Matt Grimm, he is a sprint car specialist. We have not seen him in a 358 this year. However, his teammate, Caden Berry, slides down low in the 12 car. Berry looking to the bottom. Underneath the 91, down the back stretch they go. Berry down low, Grimm up high. Wyobe boys running 2-3. Berry clears, Grimm not quite yet, even at the line. Justin Sick in the 0-15, running in P4. Michael Vitale and Jeffrey Kemper battling it out. Driver out of New York and Oregon, respectively. Matt Grimm is going to battle it out with his teammate once again. Coming off of 4, they're side by side at the line on lap 3 of 8. Justin Sick threw the nose in on the night in the 0-15. Michael Vitale able to clear. Grandy in the back. Randy Shreves, Jason Haynes. Those 2 side by side.
Justin Sick bringing on a head of momentum right now. Wants to get by these 2 Wyobe teammates. Side by side is going to slow them down. Man, if Justin can't get by, he might have something for Jordan LaFawn if these Wyobe boys don't get to him before then.
Yeah, those of you on our Discord page, you got to check that out. Justin Sick just posted. Oh, Barry into the inside wall. That will open the door for the 0-15 of Sick. Now Barry goes up high. He's got Sick below. Look out. Matt Grimm looking for the lead. Has not raced in 350 modifieds all year. He is side by side with one of the best, Jordan LaFawn and Matt Grimm on the back stretch, coming into 3 and 4. Coming off of 4, they're dead even at the line. Justin Sick, go.
Sorry about that. Michael Vitale's coming up from 5th too, pulled away from Jeffrey Kemper, now battling inside of Caden Berry here.
That is the 213. Michael Vitale, an Air Force driver. Like to thank him for his service to our nation. Jordan LaFawn able to take the lead back over with 1 to go. LaFawn, Grimm, Sick, Barry. Don't look now. Vitale's going to go down low. The battle is going to be for P4. Vitale down low. Barry up high. It will be Barry. LaFawn, Grimm, Sick, Barry, Vitale. Your top 5. 3 minutes of warm-up.
You're not going to believe this, but Michael Vitale actually got Caden Berry by 0.02 of a second at the line at the end of that heat race.
There you go. We'll be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready for your first feature of the night. The 358 Modifieds are going to run 30 laps instead of the normal 25 laps. Feature to the grid. Templeton LaFawn on the front row. Carter Grimm, row 2. Smith, Sick, 3. Roberts Vitale, 4. Christopherson, Berry, 5. Cox, Kemper, 6. Salas, Grandy, 7. Marfulio, Shreves, 8. Ingram, Haynes, 9. And Randall Dixon rounds out your field of 19 drivers. All right, leader, same start as last race. Make sure you stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts on leader. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Curtis Griffin out there.
And for the last time in a few months, we'll be able to say, who do you got for the feature winner?
You know,
Well,
I
the
gotta-
last time for
I
tonight.
got to go with my teammate, Brandon Templeton. Easy pick from the poll. I got to go with my teammate, Brandon Templeton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Man, I think he was strong in his heat race. Newcomer to modifieds. I'm gonna go Matt Grimm.
Not a bad pick. Matt Grimm, the 91 car, starts on the outside of row number 2. Pace truck is off. We are underway. The first feature of the night. $550 on the line tonight. Templeton gets away from the field. Jordan LaFawn. As the caution comes out, let's take a look.
Oh, Billy Roberts caught the inside wall, turned into one a little too early.
That 99 car just gets into the inside wall. Collects Caden Berry. They'll be able to go in for a quick repair. Grandy collected in that. All replays tonight brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. The Dirt Track Bank has been absolutely wonderful support of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Check them out online. They are a 100% online bank, and they sponsor a ton of real race series back Iowa, Missouri. You know, they're doing real great things for the racing community, and they decided to come on board and support us about last July, and they've been absolutely amazing. So I'd like to thank those folks. And like you guys, if you like what we have going on, please visit the Dirt Track Bank online. Shoot them a quick message. Let them know you appreciate all that they're doing for the show. Greatly appreciated. We're back under green. Templeton LaFawn at the front of the field. Michael Carter, he's taking a peek underneath LaFawn. There's no room down there. Matt Grimm P4. Justin Sick in the 015. He's on the outside of the 115. Michael Carter makes a move on the bottom of LaFawn. Move Carter into P2. Little contact there between the 11 and the 15. Templeton getting away from the field a little bit. Carter, LaFawn, Grimm in the 91. Grimm running the high line. You can see the slick starting to build up in the middle of the corners.
Chris Cox just forced his way in underneath that 5 of Isaac Salas. Back there battling just outside the top 10, fighting for 11th real hard right here.
That is Chris Cox on the bottom side in his new paint scheme, part of Clayton's team, the Outlaw Racing League. Up front, Cale Smith, Justin Sick, Michael Vitale back in the mix. Vitale in the 213, another Outlaw Racing regular. Matt Grimm still on the outside. He's bringing Clay Christopherson with him.
Bottom is the place to be right here at Volusia until about 15 or so laps left in the feature. It'll take about 10, 15 good ones. As long as everybody stays down on the bottom like we see right now, that top side's not going to be the spot you want to be in. Matt Grimm's got to get down to the bottom if he doesn't want to lose too many positions here.
There is a train on that bottom side. It's going to be tough for the 91 to get down there. Michael Vitale feels that spot where he could have slid down. Grimm's going to keep it up high. Vitale and Grimm side by side. Everyone else kind of riding. Jordan LaFawn got a good run on Michael Carter. Let's go on board with that 11 car. Ask LaFawn. You can hear him working the throttle there behind the 15. Go on board with Michael Carter.
Man, Jordan LaFawn squeezing down underneath Michael Carter there.
He
If
might
you
not
can,
leave.
You
Go
wanna,
ahead.
You want to force that car in front of you, maybe out to the middle into the slick. Take away his exit momentum and kind of get the pass done there. Looks like Jordan LaFawn's trying to make it work right now. But, man, Michael Carter's one of the best to get around, or one of the hardest to get around. He's going to go to the top here, see if he can't make something work on that leader, Brandon Templeton.
He got a great run off of 4. Now Templeton slides up. Uh-oh, 3 wide, down the backstretch, LaFawn on the bottom, Templeton in the middle. Carter on the outside. Templeton slides up. Who will it be at the line? Too close to call. Templeton, LaFawn, Carter battling it out at the front of the field, 3 wide. Cale Smith in the 115. Carter backs out of it. Not the time quite yet, maybe, for Michael Carter to go. Matt Grimm in the 91, running P6, Justin Sick. As the caution comes out, Isaac Salas may have been involved. Let's take a look. That is the 5 car, the red and black car right below you, ladies and gentlemen.
Anthony Marvulio missed the bottom, slid up through the slick, up into Jeffrey Kemper, and threw Jeffrey Kemper sideways here.
Yep, as you called it, that 181 of Jeffrey Kemper. Yeah, and causes all kinds of commotion in the back of the field. That's Kemper and Salas. Both will head to the back of the field. I think these drivers needed a break there anyway, Clayton. It was getting pretty hot and heavy up front.
Yeah, it was definitely getting dicey up front. We're not even halfway through this thing yet. These guys are... I totally understand you want every position possible. You want every position possible as soon as you can, but... Man, when there's a big race like this on the line, and you know it's gonna take points for all 3 to make your payout at the end of the night, you gotta settle down. Don't push the issue. Don't force it too soon. And those top 3, man, thank God they know how to drive with their heads, because that could have got ugly about 6 different times.
Scott out there, Jordan on LaFawn. Scott, thanks for tuning in. Brandon Templeton will roll off on the pole with the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn to his outside. CTM second row. That's Michael Carter and Cale Smith. Good start by Templeton. Jordan LaFawn goes right with him. We're double it up. A lot of contact back there. Let's take a look. Cautions breed cautions, as they say. Somebody got into the back. Like Christopherson checked up, and the 515 gets into the back of Christopherson. Around goes the 515. That is Des Moines, Iowa driver Chris Cox. Boy, everyone else got by, all it looks like.
Yeah, Donald Ingram got tapped by Jeffrey Kemper, but they kept it green. I know Donald went very sideways, but they saved it, kept it rolling. The accident came up here from Randy Shreves and Chris Cox.
So we'll line them up on lap 14 of 30, Clayton.
Yeah, it is on the car behind. Man, that's...
We got a great audience tonight out there. Send us a message. Let us know who you're rooting for here. Give your driver a shout out. Templeton will roll off with LaFawn in P2. Grandma Pete out there cheering on the 11 car. Anthony Vitale rooting on Michael Vitale. Foxy LaFawn rooting on Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Again, these are the best of the best. To qualify, you had to run in at least 6 races throughout the season, be a feature winner. We only had 9 different feature winners. We went to sponsor provisionals. We had 4. After sponsor provisionals, we went to highest in the points, combined points. That's 358s, Pro Late models, and sprint cars. That's how this field was set. Brian Dickens, another one of my teammates out there, helping us out with the dwarf car, actually from afar, located out in North Carolina. Brian, welcome to the show. Giving Brandon Templeton in the Dirt Track Bank Hammerdown Racing number 31 a shout out. Dad and JR pushing for the 213. Kerwin LaFawn. We are back underway. Templeton at the front of the field. Templeton stays up high. LaFawn goes down low. Templeton's going to get a good run off the high side. Monkey see, monkey do. Looks like the bottom is going to be about empty all the way back to the 213 of Michael Vitale. LaFawn goes down low in 1 and 2. Templeton up front. Jordan LaFawn still working the bottom. Jordan LaFawn been in P2. Michael Carter in the 15. Caution comes out. Let's take a look. Joseph Grandy involved in the 518. Again, Dirt Track Bank bringing you the replays tonight. Let's see what happened to Grandy here. In that 518, he's got Chris Cox to his outside. Oh, 66 gets loose. That wads up the field. 66, that is Jason Haynes out of Canada. Lap 18 of 30. Lap 18 of 30. Brandon Templeton started on the pole. He's led every lap. Jordan LaFawn started outside pole. He has tucked into second. Michael Carter started third, running third. Cale Smith up 1. Don't look now, the 10 car. That is Donald Ingram, the Navy veteran in the 10 car out of Georgia. He's up 8 spots. He's currently running in 9th in that 10th car. As the pace truck is off, we're back underway. Good start by Templeton. Templeton's going to keep the 31 car up high. Jordan LaFawn is down low. Carter's up high. The top few kind of get spread out. It is a ways back to find somebody running down low. Now Carter takes a peek underneath the 11 car. Carter's going to go down low in 1 and 2. Come out side by side. Trying to get by the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. LaFawn with a good run off the top. The two make contact. They keep going. Jordan LaFawn falls back to P5. And then didn't see who he got into after that. LaFawn and Carter making a little bit of contact. The 91 car slides up, gets into the side of the 11 car. Jordan LaFawn will be able to continue. '91 will indeed get an EOL penalty. So, lap 20 of 30.
Man, these guys are not liking the calls tonight.
Yeah, it's you put money on the line, it all changes. Sometimes that good attitude goes out the window. Elite Race Control with us tonight. That is Clayton Hack's crew. As always, greatly appreciated, and back you guys 100%. Braden Carter with the shout out to the 15 and the 115. Looking good, running second and third. Randy Carter painting. I'm sure Randy, that's Michael's dad, may be out in the crowd. We're not sure. We'll find out. Tally Baldwin, that is Cale Smith's mom. I believe South Dakota. Please correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am. Out in South Dakota, cheering on that 115. Going green this time by Brandon Templeton, still at the front of the field in the 31. Michael Vitale has moved up 4 in the 213. He's put himself 1 spot out of a podium. Roxanne Jones out in the audience, cheering on that 15 car. Green flag is out on lap 20 of 30. Now 21 of 30. Templeton, Carter, Smith, Vitale. Clay Christopherson down low makes a little bit of contact with the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper. That'll drop Kemper back. The 10 car of Donald Ingram up 10 spots. We're about to have a battle up front as Michael Carter is taking a peek underneath the 31 of Brandon Templeton. Templeton, Carter, Smith, Vitale, all running just above the slick on both ends of the racetrack. Clay Christopherson in the 51, he's still giving that bottom a go. Lap 23 of 30. Templeton, Carter battling it out. Clayton, this is going to come down to the last corner, last lap. Michael Vitale riding in P4. Justin Sick, P5, up 3. Clay Christopherson is up 3. Jeffrey Kemper, it's his birthday today. Up front, we had a slide job from the 15. Templeton able to cross back over. We are running out of laps in a big hurry on lap 25 of 30. Templeton, Carter, Smith, your top 3. Christopherson continues to run the bottom side.
Jeffrey Kemper with a good late race run. Just slowly been making his way through the field. Started outside the top 10. 1 spot out of the top 5 right now. Jeffrey looks pretty quick in that 181, especially with a lot of right side damage, it looks like.
Yeah, he does indeed. Templeton at the line puts a little gap between himself and the 15 of Michael Carter. Is Carter laying off of Templeton, waiting to make a last lap pass. Templeton, he gets up into the loose stuff up high. Templeton pushed it higher than anybody has pushed it yet. Go on board with the 15 on lap 28 of 30. We are coming to 2 to go. On board with the 115 of Cale Smith in 3rd. Michael Vitale, the 213 dives down low. If you want to beat them, you got to run where they are. Vitale in the 213, shooting for a podium. Coming off of turn 4, down low, white flag is out. Templeton on the point. Carter P2, Smith P3. Vitale on the bottom side, lap 30 of 30. 15 cars going to throw it down low. Can Templeton get a good run off of 4? Templeton, Carter, Smith, your top 3. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. Great first race. Yeah, Clayton's got his race control duties. We will talk to your top 3 CTM boys. 11 car, move out of the podium shot, please, sir. 11 car, thank you. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up to Discord for your interviews. We will catch up with your top 3 here momentarily as soon as we get the interview set up. See if we can get Cale Smith. Cale Smith, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, that's not a bad start to the night. You brought it home on the podium right behind your teammate. How'd the track feel?
I don't know. It felt different than normal. I was really hoping starting on the bottom there, started 5th. I was hoping the bottom would be quick in the beginning, and it was. And then as soon as that top would come in, I was hoping I could get up there and get away from some traffic and make it work. And For the most part, it worked there. Ran out of time at the end, but happy with the finish.
Yeah, man, great finish. You got your fan club out here cheering you on. Your mom is out in the audience. Braden is cheering you on from the audience, man. This is great to see. What a great show you guys are putting on, man. Great run by the CTM boys. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish tonight?
Yeah, just got to thank my teammate there, Michael. It's always nice racing with him. You know, we can talk and make moves. Got to thank Randy Carter Painting. I know he's watching, man. He's happy that we got a good finish. You know, tonight it's like a Triple Crown event. You know, if you're not in the top 3, you got to get there in the first race to be there at the end. So, thanks, family watching, everybody out there. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your service. And kind of sad to see this is the last 358 modified race until October. So, man, way to close out Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. We will have a different title sponsor, I believe, and be on a different night when we come back. So congratulations on finishing on the podium.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. We're definitely going to miss it, but be excited when it comes back in October, though.
Yeah, man. Good luck in the Pro Late Models.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Michael Carter in the 15 car. He's able to bring her home P2. Michael, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a good run up front. Kind of hard to pass when you have the quality of drivers that are out on the track, but man, it did not stop you from trying. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, I just got a little behind there on qualifying, and I don't know, I had a couple good shots there early in the race, and I was making that outside work there. I guess Templeton Cena, he slid up in front of me, and that was kind of the end of that run. But we was trying everything right there. I got into the wall there. Me and Jordan was battling, and it pushed me right up into him. And I mean, wasn't much I could do after I skipped on the wall. But I mean, I guess if there's hard feelings, there are hard feelings. It wasn't intentional, but whatever works, you know. It's racing, and I can't change what happens there. We're both going for the same spot, and you know, I wasn't left much room to corner before that, so I did everything I could not to get into him. So. But besides that, you know, it was a good night.
Yeah, the 15 car championship, 2-time champion back to back, man. And you brought it home on the podium. Do you think, what'd you need? Did you need more laps, or was the track just turned into one lane at the end?
I needed Templeton to keep making some mistakes, and he was making some there with about I think 7 to go, and I was gaining on him, and then he started hitting that line perfect, and by that time he couldn't do nothing. It was just all around the top there, and I actually found that bottom was actually pretty decent there at last corner. I should have tried a couple laps before that, but I don't know. It's just the way it goes. These things, they got a lot of horsepower, so you can just got to keep your momentum up.
Yeah, man, great run. Can't wait to follow you throughout the real race season this year, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish?
As always, I got to thank you guys here, Friday Night Lights, Dirt Track Bank. Everybody's a part of this. Greatly appreciate it. A&J Landscaping, AJ Customs. I actually met him the other night, Andy Patton. He's a pretty cool dude. I met him in a lobby. We raced together. He's a pretty cool guy. Appreciate everything everybody does. My dad, he's watching. Hey, Pop. Randy Carter Painting. Cale Smith, Travis Anderson, CTM Motorsports. Redline Race Designs. My son, Braden, he's spotting for us tonight. Is everybody watching? I don't know if my mom's watching or not, but hey, Kale's mom, if you're watching, hey. But like I said, I appreciate everybody.
All right, man. We'll see you in the Pro Late Models.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Keep CTM up front.
We'll try, buddy.
All right, man. My great friend and teammate, Brandon Templeton, in the 31 car, starts on pole, leads every lap, brings her home the victory lane. Brandon, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, that was fun to watch. I got to tell you, it makes a difference. Man, I love every single driver in this field, but you and I have been together a long time, my friend, and the 31 car up front with the Dirt Track Bank and Got Your 6 Racing Network on the side. Man, it kind of warmed my heart a little bit. Walk us through your night there. Did you see Carter coming? You changed your lane, got up high, and the rest was history after that.
Yeah, I kind of thought that he was, the bottom was starting to get really hard to run, and I kind of had my eye on the lap times, and so I knew about what time it was to go up, and I figured within the next few laps I needed to get up there, and so, with nobody right on my bumper on the bottom, I didn't know if he was really gaining up there, but I kind of saw that he came up there. I thought, well, if he's gonna gain on me, I'd rather be in the lane he's in doing it. So yeah, moved up and hung on. But man, I tell you, my heart was racing that entire race. There's a lot of talent in that field, and even starting out front, it almost makes you more nervous because you can't make a single mistake.
Yeah, man, great run. He did throw a slider, and I missed it. Did he throw a slider in 3 and 4 at one point?
Yeah, he threw a slider, and I really anticipated it, pretty early that I saw it coming, and really rounded off my corner, ready to cut down on turn 4, and it worked out good, and never spun the tires, and I was able to clear him by the time we really got straightened out. So he kind of in his position, I would have done the same thing. You got to do something to change it up, try to gain an advantage or throw the guy off, make a mistake, but it really was pretty easy crossover there, so took advantage and was able to hang on, thank God.
Yeah, man, led every lap in the 31 car. Who do you want to thank for your drive to victory lane?
I got to thank Jay with Dirt Track Bank, especially tonight, extra special with all the money online. Be nice to get some of it for the home team. Hammer Down Racing, all the guys on the team, yourself, Brian, Kurt, we help each other out a ton. That's really fun. Got your six Racing Network, everything we've been through and done with that, and this has just been amazing, and able to do and raise some money for veterans along the way, and raise some awareness at least. So that's really cool. Extreme Images, Big C's Lawn Care, Maley's Makery, wife and kids for letting me do this. Everyone watching at home, thank you.
Yeah, man. So speaking of giving back, we do, those of you out there that watch the show, we run a promo by Warfighter Scuba. Brandon, tell us a little bit about that, how that became part of the show.
Through multiple vacations, I guess, to the Roatan, Honduras area, I met and became aware with an organization that's just nonprofit, taking nothing out of it, offering the scuba as you see on the commercials that run. Really cool deal, great people, good to be friends with, and we've had a lot of fun when we're down there several times, so that's really good.
Yeah, send us a couple t-shirts and a video, so greatly appreciate Brandon going on vacation, doing a little bit of business, drumming up some business for us, so greatly appreciate it. Congratulations, man. Good luck in the pro late models.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the first race of the night. We're going to take a quick break. Matter of fact, we will show you the Warfighter Scuba video. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will be with the pro late models for race number 2. We'll be back.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people would have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more.
You know, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources and opportunity right now.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
When people hear a Tilvalhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Tilvalhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Race 2 of 3 about to take place. Again, how this works: take the total points from all 3 divisions, 358 modifieds, pro late models, and 305 sprint cars. That will determine a driver's payout. Everyone who qualified into this race will receive a payout of some sort. So their finishing order is why you are seeing some people a little bit less patience than they typically have. Welcome back. We're at the Pro Late Models, still at Volusia, getting ready to call the cars off the track. Thank you all for tuning in. Here we go. All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track, please. All right, drivers, welcome to race number 2. If you go to our points in Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights Discord, the points are going to be updated as we go. Brandon Templeton is doing that for us. Brandon, thank you very much. But you can see where you rate. Just keep in mind that your incident points count against your overall points. So if you got 100 and you got 10 incident points, you got 90. So it came into play last Dash for Cash, so keep that in mind. Your incident points actually subtract from your overall total. Also remember, it's just like normal. If you bring out 2 cautions in any race, it is a DQ from that division for the night. So keep that all in mind. Any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. All right, gentlemen, I heard none. We're going to advance to qualifying. I wish you all the best of luck in race number 2 of 3. All right, what are you looking for in this one, Clayton? Well, first, I want to talk about something else. You got some exciting coming up this weekend, do you not?
Yeah, we are testing a super late model, asphalt super late model at Langley tomorrow for a good buddy of mine.
Is that going to be posted on YouTube or anything?
I will have the footage uploaded into the Discord. I'll more than likely put it on Facebook and stuff as well. And make it public for a lot of these guys. I know the guys post in their Real Ride channel in the Discord, always talking, so we'll be sharing the updates tomorrow.
Yeah, that's super cool. Congratulations on that, man. I bet you're crazy excited. Out on the track, let's take a look at what we got going on. We're following along with Brandon Templeton, top of the board. Cale Smith, P2. Joseph Grandy in the 518, P3. Randall Dixon, he is the A&J Landscaping Provisional in the 111, 5th quick for Dixon. Anthony Marfulio in the 318. He must have got into the wall as he did not put down any timed laps. 66 of Jason Haynes out on track. Driver out of Canada, 10th quick, 16.052. Michael Carter in the 15. That is your Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights fall and winter champion out on track. 6th quick on his first lap, 15.940. Billy Roberts in the 99 Gears Unlimited ride out on track. 11th quick on his first lap. Little slower on his second lap, so he will hold there. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car on track. Must have just taken the Let's take a look at Carter. He shuts it down 6th quick. Randy Shreves into 56, 12th quick. 16.045 at the line to 56. Little slower, 16.112. Jordan LaFawn, 4th quick. 15.904 on his first lap. Justin Sick right behind him with a 15.923. LaFawn coming off of 4, gets a little bit sideways. Can he improve his lap? Little slower, 16.096. Justin Sick shuts it down 5th quick. Templeton, Smith, Grandy, LaFawn, Sick, your top 5. Again, a big shout out Dirt Track Bank for allowing us the opportunity to do the Dash for Cash. Greatly appreciate those folks. And a special shout out tonight to the Super Dirt Car Series and Gears Unlimited for sweetening the winner's pot by $50. So instead of $100, the champion for tonight will take home $150. Everyone that enters the race will get a payday of sorts. And we're getting ready for heat number 1. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Brandon Templeton, Joseph Grandy on the front row. Justin Sick, Randall Dixon in row 2. Michael Vitale, Donald Ingram in 3. Billy Roberts, Jason Haynes in row number 4. Caden Berry rounds out the field of 9 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts are on leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to race for your spot in the feature grid. Race hard or race clean. Good luck. Templeton with his back-to-back poles, Clayton.
Yeah, teammate of yours, Brandon's looking super quick. The update they just had on iRacing a couple days ago tightened these late models way up. We saw it during our Outlaw League Tuesday night. They kind of got the right front pushing into the ground right now. Got to drive them a lot more realistic, so hopefully these guys are used to it, or else we might see a lot of tight pushing through the corners tonight.
Good start by Templeton. The 0.15 of Justin Sick is going to try to come from the second row. He pulls up side by side with Grandy on the backstretch. Michael Vitale in the 2.13 running P4. Donald Ingram in the 10 car P5. Billy Roberts in the 99. That's a new paint scheme. Good looking 99 ride. Owner operator of Gears Unlimited out of Independence, Missouri. Billy Roberts. Randall Dixon in the 111, battling it out with Jason Hines. Caden Berry in the 12 car. He's pulling up underneath the 66, taking a look. Up front, Templeton's got company. 5.18 of Grandy to his outside, coming off of 4. Templeton down low. It will be Grandy at the line. Templeton's going to slide up. They make contact. Justin Sick takes over the lead. Michael Vitale, he's in P2. Donald Ingram, P3. Brandon Templeton, Billy Roberts. Justin Sick in the 0.15 car. He is on the point on lap 5 of 8. Michael Vitale's taking a peek down low. The driver out of 2 drivers out of New York. Both of the front 2. The 10 car of Donald Ingram, the driver out of Jordan, looks like he gets into the wall. That will give that position back to Templeton. Templeton gets back into the mix. Joseph Grandy, after that contact, that drops the 5.18 all the way back to the rear of the field. He's underneath the 12 car of Caden Berry. Jason Haynes is able to get to the rear bumper of the 111. Billy Roberts makes contact. 1 to go. Justin Sick, Michael Vitale at the front of the field. 2 corners to navigate. Will Vitale make a pass? He stays up high, trying to get a run off the high side, coming off of 4. Sick, Vitale, Templeton, Roberts, Ingram, your top 5.
Smart move by Michael there, holding off. Don't want to junk your car and fall backwards. Why not have a second row start for the feature?
Heat 2 to the grid. Cale Smith, Jordan LaFawn in the front row, Matt Grimm, Michael Carter in row 2, Jeffrey Kemper, Clay Christopherson in 3, Randy Shreves, Chris Cox in row number 4, Anthony Marfulio rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts on leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. You got 8 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Andrew Harley out there, a Gears Unlimited Friday nights regular, asking if there are spots in the field. No, sir. You got to race your way in or get a provisional sponsor for the Dash for Cash. I think we're going to have our next Dash for Cash on February 7th of 2023 is the tentative schedule. We'll see how that plays out. Those of you that are interested, keep an eye on our Facebook page and our Discord. We'll be releasing information as we move forward. We are always accepting new drivers, so we will see how this plays out. Plan on an 18-week season with a Dash for Cash starting in October. Green flag is out. We are back underway. The 115 of Cale Smith to the point. Matt Grimm in the 91. He's on the inside of Jordan LaFawn. Looked like Michael Carter may have got into the wall there.
Matt Grimm also collected himself and Michael Carter right there going into 3 the last lap. He missed the bottom. And again, these late models got a lot tighter that last update. He slid up. Michael able to check up. These guys still rolling 3rd and 4th right now. Looking good. Going to start battling here as Michael goes down to the bottom.
Carter tries to dive down low. Gets up into the 81 car of Kemper. That slide job didn't work. South Dakota driver, the 115 of Cale Smith at the point. Jordan LaFawn in P2. Matt Grimm P3. Cale Smith, quickest last time by, 15.911 to a 9.33 by LaFawn. Michael Carter still running in P4. Randy Shreves, P5. Clay Christopherson in the 51, P6. Chris Cox, P7 in the 515. Anthony Marfulio and Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 is in P9. Up front, Carter's about to have some company with that 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. South Dakota driver battling Indiana driver at the front of the field. Oh, LaFawn into that outside wall. Grandma Pete in the audience cheering on the 11 car. That outside wall contact did not help the 11, I guarantee you that.
No, he's got some right rear wing damage right now, it looks like. Thank God it's only a heat race. Hopefully he can stick it in second, keep it there. Doesn't look like he's got any pressure from the 91 behind him. 1 to go
White
here.
flag.
I think Jordan will be fine.
White flag out for Cale Smith. Came in P3 in the 358 modifieds. He is looking at a front row starting position in that 115 as Michael Carter tries to slide in. Cale Smith will win heat number 2, followed by LaFawn, Grimm, Carter, and Shreves, your top 5. 3 minutes of warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Carter, top of the board, 15,962 in warm-ups. We're getting ready for your 30-lap feature. Feature to the grid, please. Justin Sick, Cale Smith on the front row. Michael Vitale, Jordan LaFawn, row 2. Templeton Grimm in 3. Roberts Carter in 4. Ingram Shreves in row number 5. Dixon Christopherson in 6. Haynes Cox in 7. Caden Berry, Anthony Marfulio in 8. Joseph Grandy and Jeffrey Kemper round out your field of 18 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. And all starts are on leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start, do not pass before the start-finish line. Got 30 laps to get it done. One last time. Pro late models, Gears Unlimited, Friday Night Lights. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Who you got?
Kind of shot myself in the foot. I didn't take him the first time. I'm gonna go with the pole sitter of Cale Smith this time.
So Justin Sick
I'm
is.
sorry, Justin Sick. My bad.
God, that was my pick. You know what? I'm going with Jordan LaFawn, the 11 car on the outside of row number 2. But I think I'm going to regret it because the 213 car is starting on the inside of row number 2. We'll see how this plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about 2 corners away from going green in the 30-lap Pro Late Model feature. The winner of the overall night takes home $150. We are under green. Justin Sick with a good start. Cale Smith, P2. He's bringing the 11 with him. 213 of Vitale down low. Templeton down low. Justin Sick dives that car down low. Just like you said, Clayton, they need to settle in a little bit. You're not going to win it in the first 10.
No, you're not going to win it in the first 10 or 20. Just keep your car clean, and at the final 10 or so, as we see 3 wide for third off of 4, gotta settle down right now. Don't want to ruin this car. The new damage model supposedly has gotta plays a role now a little bit more, but I know these late models have probably doubled in how tight they get. They drive like a limited late model now with just more power. Super, super tight entering the corners. These guys got to be careful throwing sliders or just trying to run the bottom. If you get too tight down there, you're going to push up, cause a big old wreck behind you, and go to the back.
99 Gears Unlimited driver Billy Roberts running in P8. Randy Shreves in the 56 P9. Donald Ingram battling it out with Christopherson. Christopherson's about the only car still running the bottom. Donald Ingram able to get by Christopherson. Chris Cox in the 515. Jason Haynes in the 66 car running in 13th. Caden Berry in the 12 car running P14. Jeffrey Kemper in a P15. Marfulio, Dixon, and Grandy round out your field of 18 drivers. Justin Sick up front.
It's going to be opposite here from what we saw from the modifieds, it looks like. Everybody started the train on the bottom in the modified feature. Bottom went away, everybody moved up. Now everybody's up top. I think the top's going to slick off, and we're going to start seeing guys get down to the bottom. Clay Christopherson might be good sitting down there right now. Let everybody else get slick up there up top, and maybe he could pick off a few positions. He hasn't dropped back a single spot since he went down there. He's just kind of riding, staying side by side with Randy Shreves here. So
as soon as you said that,
right now.
Guess who went down low? The 15 of Carter. Now Grimm returns the favor, goes down low, loses momentum off of 2. Move Carter up to P5 in the 15. He's up 3 from the start. Justin Sick holding his own up front in the 0-15. Cale Smith, P2. Jordan LaFawn, P3. Michael Vitale in a 213, P4. Carter in P5. Matt Grimm in the 91 Wyobe ride. Rolling around in P6. Brandon Templeton in the dirt track bank number 31 is P7. Billy Roberts in the Gears Unlimited Outlaw Racing League number 99 is P8. Randy Shreves is P9. And Donald Ingram. That is your top 10. Justin Sick opening up a bit of a lead. LaFawn with the slide job coming off a 4. Move the 11 car up to P2. Jordan LaFawn makes a move on the 115 of Cale Smith. Michael Vitale's about to have company. The 91 of Matt Grimm gets tight down low, gets into that inside wall. Think he was going for a slider there. Jordan LaFawn blocks the 115 of Cale Smith. Those two side by side. Justin Sick up front loves to see these guys battling in the back. 91 of Cale Smith up in front of the 213. That was 15 of Michael Carter. My apologies. Crossover coming from the 213 back underneath the 91. Yikes, that's going to be tight. Teammates Cale Smith and Michael Carter side by side. That is for the final podium position on lap 16 of 30. Michael Vitale, P3, Matt Grimm, P4, or P6, my apologies. Brandon Templeton in the 31 car, trying the bottom. Clay Christopherson on the bottom. Billy Roberts running the high side.
And LaFawn is catching my pick up front. Jordan LaFawn has shaved 0.4 off of that lead, beating down the back door of Justin Sick right now for the lead.
Let's go on board with Jordan LaFawn and see what it looks like.
We've got a caution on the front stretch.
Wouldn't you know it? Who do we got? Jeffrey Kemper possibly involved.
Oh, Caden Berry just come up right in front of him there. See what happened to the 12 of Caden Berry.
That's the green car of Caden Berry, the 12 car below you. The 238 of Marf Julio goes down low. The 181 of Jeffrey Kemper is up high. Looks like Caden gets in that slick stuff. Oh, it looks like the front end just pushed to the outside there. That is what you were talking about, Clayton. That car did something that I have never seen. It just shot up to the outside. That was interesting. Justin Sick will restart at the front of the field, bringing the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn to his back bumper. Grandma Pete out there going nuts. Roxanne Jones cheering on Carter. Michael Carter currently running P4. He's up 4 from the start. Cale Smith is in the final podium position in the 115.
And real quick, we have Jeffrey Kemper unfortunately involved, asking for one more lap here. Do you mind with it being the final show?
I don't mind.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
We are going to extend the caution to let the 181 come back out on track as he gets that car repaired.
Why not? Everybody deserves their chance for a money.
It's his birthday. Jeffrey Kemper comes to us by way of Coast to Coast Racing League. Has been a part of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights since the beginning. So I'd like to thank all the drivers. A lot of these guys have been with us, just for a long time. We're just over a year of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. And tonight is it until October. We're going to come back with a new name. We're going to run a 360 sprint car instead of the 305. So a lot of big things coming next winter after my real race season ends. Back under green, it is the 015 of Justin Sick. He goes down to the bottom, slides up. Oh, the 015 got a good run off the bottom. Clayton.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He caught a tremendous moisture patch off of 2.
Again.
Both corners have him, but man, he's got the bottom dialed in right now. I had a feeling the top was going to go away. Justin's proven the bottom's the place to be right now. Half a second on Jordan LaFawn within 2 laps.
We got 2 teammates battling it out for P3. That is Cale Smith down low, Michael Carter up high. Cale Smith taking another peek. Carter running a slider line. The 115 of Cale Smith is going to stay down low. Michael Vitale in the 213. He's battling it out with the 91 of Grimm. Grimm definitely did not give him any extra room there. Kind of pinned the 213 down low. But the 91 got a little bit loose. Vitale makes the move. Michael Vitale will move past the 91. That was the shallowest slider line I've ever seen. And crossover.
Man, he used to hate late models. All the times we've been on just messing around, playing around. He hated late models, and ever since we kicked off the Season 2 for Outlaw, he's starting to familiarize himself with them. And man, just outside the top 5, Michael Vitale's got the hang of these things right now.
He can drive, any of these drivers can drive anything they get into. The 91 of Matt Grimm has never driven a pro late model in Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. This is his first time, somewhat of a sprint car specialist. Michael Carter, Grimm looking on the inside of the 115 of Cale Smith. Boy, Cale Smith just leaving a door just a crack open. Lap 26 of 30 underway. We got a battle up front. Jordan LaFawn looking underneath the 015 of Justin Sick. LaFawn down low, Sick up high. Turn 3. LaFawn coming off a turn 4. It will be Sick at the line. Lap 27 of 30. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Side by side down the backstretch. They may have made a little bit of contact there. Jordan LaFawn down low, gets a good run. Oh, Sick fights back on the outside. Michael Carter sitting in P3. Matt Grimm now, he dives down low, gets underneath the 115. Those two made all kinds of contact. Up front, Justin Sick and Jordan LaFawn putting on a show with 2 to go. LaFawn down low, 6 running the middle.
I have no idea how Justin Sick right now has current bite. Corner exit in the slick. He's able to drive away from Jordan LaFawn.
One to go.
White flag. What's Jordan going to do?
Justin Sick running the middle of the slick. The 11 car, Jordan LaFawn gets a good run off 2. Will he dive it in deep? This is it. Coming off a 4. Sick up high. Justin Sick at the line. Jordan LaFawn, Michael Carter. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. What a show put on by the New York driver in the 015 and the driver out of Indiana in the 11 car. Kept it super clean. We will get a word. I'm not sure if I can make that word work or not, fellas, but I guess I'll make it work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We will get a word with your top 3.
Waiting for Michael Carter here. I'll pull him up. There he is. I moved him to the wrong channel. Michael Carter, this is Clayton up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a great run for you. Just started outside the top 5, started 8th, clawed your way up to the top 3, podium finish, man. Used to seeing that 15 a couple spots higher. Man, what was it going to take for you to get the win tonight?
I think I needed a caution there late. I kind of figured out that high side there at the end, and I think I could have gave him a little bit of a run there, but I don't know. I just buried myself in qualifying. I missed the line and kind of got messed up there in the heat race. But yeah, it's racing, so I made the best of it and got through the field the best I could, and it's decent points, so we'll take that for tonight.
Yeah, man, not bad. You're racking up quite a good amount of points here for the Dash for Cash tonight. Who do you got to thank on that 15 ride for a P3 finish?
Once I gotta thank all you guys here, Friday Night Lights, Gears Unlimited, Dirt Track Bank. Everybody's a part of this. Greatly appreciate it. Gotta thank my dad, Randy Carter Painting, CTO Motorsports, Kale Smith, Travis Anderson, my son Braden. He's sponsoring or spotting. I can't even talk tonight. And my mom's watching. Hey mom. Kale's mom's watching, I think. So hello to everybody, and I appreciate it all. Thank you.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, we'll see you in the sprint cars. Hopefully, we're talking to you again.
Thank you.
What's happening, Joe? Man, I want to say I did. Uh, we were in Discord hooting and hollering that entire time. That was a blast. Probably the most fun I've had this entire year. Just get to racing up front with one of my buddies there, and the last 10 laps, I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm not moving. Said you're up top, I'm running the bottom, and I think it was like lap 26 or 27, coming out of two. We barely touched. I didn't think I was that close to him, and I was like, oh no, no, no. So that was a fun race. Kind of crappy. That 358 race, I'd like to be closer to the top in the points there. I knew I was going to be able to compete in the pros. The sprint car was going to be the only fall for me tonight, other than getting wrecked, and we got wrecked there running second. So unfortunate, but I'm glad old Justin could put one in his pocket tonight, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Justin's actually he's believe it or not, he's actually probably my best friend on here. Never met him in real life. I know he's got some big plans later on this year. We might be able to get in touch with him face to face, actually get to meet him. But I'll let him share all that if he's wanting to do all that. But yeah, dude. Hats off to Justin. Great run to Michael. Can't thank the guys over at House of Speed. I know this is a fixed setup league, but if any of you guys ever need any setups, sprint cars, late models, big block modifieds, legends, you name it, they got it over at House of Speed. Check them out. Cocky Floyd Consulting, GY6RN, Big Bacon Media Gaming, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, Blaze Designs, and got to give big special thanks to Joe. Just everything you've done the last few seasons. Haven't been with you guys very long, but I'm gonna miss racing on Friday nights, man. To be completely honest with you, so can't wait for October. Yeah, thanks to everybody behind the scenes, that all the sponsors, everybody that just help put the show on.
Yeah, man, it has been an absolute pleasure. Man, when we started a little over a year ago, never would have dreamed that we had the quality of folks that we have, and the people out in the audience cheering on their drivers. Had no idea, man. Some nights I was broadcasting to an audience of one, and you guys have just created something absolutely amazing, man. And I am just very, very blessed that you guys let me be a part of this. So yeah, man, October is going to be big. 18-week season, changing to 360 sprint cars. If we can find a sponsorship, it's going to be huge, and we'll see how that plays out. So congratulations, man. Can't wait to see you running in the sprint cars coming up, my brother.
Yeah, that'll be a treat. I haven't got to run too many of the 305 races this year. Uh, but we're gonna give her hell, Joe. We're gonna see what we got.
Do your thing, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And tonight's winner, finally one of my picks paid off. Justin picked you from the beginning, rolling off for the feature, man. You got it done. Led all 30. Congrats on the win, man. How'd you get it done?
Oh, I don't know, man, but oh baby, we did it. Joe, we did it. No, man, I knew coming into this one I was pretty confident with these cars. These are my stronger suit, you know, but the track felt good, the car felt good. You know, when Templeton had that incident there in the heat race and it split them up, I was like, see ya. I even told Jordan, I was like, see ya, bud. I'm going. But no, it was a fun race. Ah, gosh, it's exciting. I've been trying so hard in this whole season to get a win, and I finally got it done, and it's here. So I'm proud of that.
Yeah, man. I heard you visited it in real life. What'd you watch when you went down there to go watch?
Oh man, yeah, that was an honor. I went down with my boss Tim, but we went down for the Super Dirt Car Series in the World of Outlaw Late Models. So, you know, it was right around my alley, and it was an awesome time down there, man. Definitely recommend that place.
Yeah, I grew up. That's the hometown track for me. That's where everything started. So definitely cool. I love the big blocks. Ripping around Volusia's half mile. It's really cool, man. But who do you got to thank on that 015 for a win tonight?
Oh man, first of all, you know, we gotta thank A&J Custom Creations for even getting me in here. I've known Andy for a long time since I started back in like 2018. You know, the first team I was on was Andy Patton's team, and he's been a great guy. You know, I've got trophies made by him, and so for him to pick me to get the provisional for this race is, you know, it's amazing, man. So thanks to him. All the guys over at HCM Motorsports. You know, all the guys that get us our setups out every week at Elite Performance Industries, Lafler Construction, you know, Tim, our race team, everybody over there, you know, giving me the opportunity to be part of that and actually drive the race car. So, Jordan, you know, obviously, Gears Unlimited, you know, this Friday Night Lights deal is amazing, man. I love running. I look forward to it. The two weeks I was gone there for my vacation, you know, it really sucked. I was bummed, but I was on the channel watching, and you know, Dirt Track Bank for, you know, putting this together with you guys, and you know, just everybody who comes out and watch. You know, my fiance, because we could be out, you know, going to the movies or something, but she lets me do this. So, you know, shout out to her too.
Absolutely, man. Congrats on the win. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again after the sprint cars, man. Best of luck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. So those of you, you probably don't know, I've known Justin for quite a while. We raced actually against each other back in our Coast to Coast Racing League days. And man, you and I have been talking off and on this season, and I've picked you week after week after week. This week, my friend, Clayton beat me to the pick. I was going to pick the 015 to win. Huge congratulations. You proved Andy Patton right, absolutely, by picking that 0115, man. So congratulations on your first win in Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, man. It couldn't happen to a better dude.
Right, man. Thanks, Joe. You know, like I said, I've been trying all season to get up here and chat with you, man. So you know, you're a great dude. I love talking to you, man. So thanks.
Yeah, man. Good luck in the sprint cars.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are the Pro Late Models. Race 2 of 3 is behind us. We have one more to go. We have the 305 sprint cars, and we're going to run it right here at Volusia. Again, this is the Dirt Track Bank Dash for Cash, who kicked in $500 for each of the last 3 Dash for Cashes. And the Super Dirt Car Series and Gears Unlimited each kicked in $25 to the winner of this race. So we got a lot more action coming up. We have a couple of heat races and a 30-lap feature in the 305 sprint cars that will settle who gets paid what. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be right here at Volusia.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons.
including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs or as a member of the 22 Pit Crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
Why I'm smiling.
you don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward.
It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
Obstacles. I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
Yes, that's why.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your nightcap. Before we get underway, let me see if I can do this. We'll bring up the points for you real quick. It is tight at the top. Michael Carter has a 2-point lead over Justin Sick. Brandon Templeton, P3. Cale Smith, Michael Vitale are your top 5. So it's all going to come down to sprint cars. And your sprint car specialist, Matt Grimm, is down in P9. Randy Shreves, P11. And Caden Berry, P16. So sprint cars, kind of the wild card tonight as we get ready to get underway at your final feature for the night. But points are tight at the top, as you can see. So we will see how this plays out tonight. Clayton, welcome back. Let's get this show on the road here.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track, please. Thanks, Clay. You were quick on that one. All right, gentlemen, welcome to the nightcap, 305 Sprint Cars. I got to tell you, if you're not looking at the points in our Discord, the top of the points is really tight, so it's going to be interesting tonight. I ask that you all race clean. You know all the rules, so I won't go into that. Man, here we go. Year and one season. It all comes to an end right after this. I'd like to thank you all for being a part of it. Big shout out to the Dirt Track Bank, to the Super Dirt Car Series, and Gears Unlimited for making all this possible. All of our sponsors throughout the year. And again, make sure you guys keep an eye on our Facebook and our Discord as we move towards October. We're thinking October 8th and finishing up February 8th or something. February 8th for the Dash for Cash. Again, I need your help. We need sponsors. If we can get, the more sponsors we can get, the bigger the show is going to be. So we'll work on that over the next 6 months. But until then, let's get the nightcap underway. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast, man. I've enjoyed it. All right, gentlemen, good luck. All right, we have advanced to qualifying. Randy Shreves at the top of the board in practice. Clayton, what are we looking for here tonight in the 305 sprint cars? More of the same, or what do you think?
I'd have to say momentum is going to be key here. These 305s are pretty common to bog down and kind of just fall on their face if you have to check up in the corner too much. So you're kind of going to have to enter low, exit high, kind of carry that momentum all the way out to the wall. Only problem is you're going to have a car on your outside or your inside. Unless we get a long green flag run most of the race. So it's going to be key. I think the top is going to be the place to be. I don't see these 305s slicking this track off too much, but you never know. I've seen some crazier stuff in Friday Night Lights, that's for sure. But I think whoever can get it done on the top consistently, we're going to be talking to at the end of the night.
Yeah, as the car's out on track, Jason Haynes, top of the board, 14.890 for the driver out of Canada. Brandon Templeton, P2. Randy Shreves into 56, P4. Chris Cox into 515, shuts it down, P10. Grant Wesley had to work late. The driver out of Evansville, Indiana, is with us in the sprint cars, currently 13th quick. 15.085 on his first lap, little slower on his second. Michael Vitale in the 2:13 first lap, 13th quick, 15.021 for Vitale. Grant Wesley shutting it down. Billy Roberts in the 99 car, 16th quick, 15.233. Justin Sick in the 015. That's another wild card. A lot of these guys haven't driven sprint cars, Clayton.
Yeah, no, we've seen consistently sprint cars is the smallest field of the night. The year or so I've been a part of Friday Night Lights with you here, and we've never really had huge numbers, and now we're seeing You know, a lot of not really outsiders. A lot of these guys can drive anything, as we know, but the normal heavy hitters are up top. Caden Berry's on the pole. Matt Grimm, Jason Haynes can get it done in a sprint car. Templeton's up there. Shreves. Top five's not really a surprise, but you see some of the guys looking good in points right now. Michael Carter, Justin Sick. Justin Sick's outside of the top 10. Carter's one spot away from outside of the top 10. Jordan LaFawn sitting 13th. These guys are going to have to pull something together if they want to keep that points lead up front.
Yeah, the 305 sprint cars may be the wild card and kind of upset the point standing a little bit, but we're getting ready to go here. As Clayton said, Berry, Grimm, Haynes, Templeton, and Shreves, your top five. So YOB drivers at the top of the board in qualifying. Heat one to the grid. Heat one to the grid, please. Caden Berry, Jason Haynes on the front row. Randy Shreves, Anthony Marfulio in row number 2. Michael Carter, Justin Sick in row number 3. Jordan LaFawn, Michael Vitale in row number 4. Randall Dixon rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts are on the leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So, as you heard, the youngster out of New Hampshire has not had the night so far that he has wanted, but he will roll that 12 car off on the pole. Caden Berry's going to be hard to beat. He's got Randy Shreves on the inside of row number 2 right behind him. The pace truck should exit this time by. Pace truck is off. We're underway. Oh, the 66 car just did not go. Caden Berry opens up a big lead. Randy Shreves to P2. Michael Carter in the 15 up to P3. Oh, somebody into the wall. Jordan LaFawn into the inside wall. As we said, these sprint cars could be the wild card. LaFawn finishing P2 in the Pro Late Models. Just cuts it a little thin in turn number 3. And that takes the 11 car. Vitale gets into the back of the 11 car.
It's saying let the 238 back. I was way ahead of him.
Hey, just go ahead of him until it tells you to let him by and then back off him.
So, Clayton, what lap did we make it to? You're probably doing your admin stuff, but...
oh, man. I didn't even want to look.
Lap number 2.
It's saying let him by. I was way ahead of quite a few of them guys.
Yeah, Michael, looking at the scoring here, bud, you're marked behind Marfulio.
You need to look at the replay because I was ahead of both of them when we crossed the line. I mean, whatever.
Holy cow.
So, getting ready to go back green on lap 3 of 8.
But did we complete the lap is the thing, I think.
Caution came out when y'all were coming out of 4, Michael. You guys didn't cross the stripe to make the lap official.
Caden Berry, lights are still on the pace truck, so we will get one more lap.
Dude, my car wouldn't go into first gear for whatever reason. Clay, will you clear my black for closing the next closed pit, please?
Lights are off on the pace truck,
Yes,
getting ready to go back green. Caden Berry
Thank
at
you.
the front of the field.
First.
Justin Haynes behind him. Randy Shreves, P3. Marfulio, P4. Michael Carter back to P5. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Good start by Berry. Berry puts a gap between himself and the field. Marfulio dives down low. He's trying to get underneath the 66. Anthony Marfulio wants up to the 12 car. Both those drivers out of New Hampshire. Both those drivers on the sim race in real life also. Haynes settles out in third. Shreves in fourth. Michael Carter in fifth. Michael Vitale battling it out back there with Justin Sick in the 0-1-5. Oh! Caution comes out once again. Haynes was sideways in the middle of the front stretch.
Yeah, Randy Shreves came up and clipped his left rear.
Looks like, yeah, the 56 just gets into the rear of Haynes. Those two get hooked together, and it was on after that. So, sprint cars have not started out the best.
Initiated that contact 56 DOL. Jason, how long do you have on pit road?
30 seconds.
Copy that.
We will gather the field back up on lap
Make
5
sure you bring a wing lift.
of 8. Caden Berry has led from the jump. Anthony Marfulio up 2. Michael Carter now in third, up 2. Michael Vitale up 4. Randall Dixon, who is actually in the A&J Landscaping Provisional, is up 4.
Yeah, Marfulio made great work that last little run we had. He was behind the 66 of Jason Haynes on the initial start when Jason didn't fire. So now Marfulio made a couple moves, got all the way up to second. We'll see if he's got anything for Caden Berry.
Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going green this time by. So off to a little bit of a rough start, Clayton.
Yeah, and I think the jinx is on you this time. After the Pro Late models, you said it's been great racing so far, and now we're seeing a little bit of chaos. So I'm going to point the finger at you tonight, and hopefully we'll clear things up.
The old broadcaster's curse. Caden Berry getting away. 238 of Anthony Marfulio's not letting him get far. Michael Carter in P3 in that 15 car. Michael Vitale up to P4. Justin Sick now gets by LaFawn. Shreves stuck behind LaFawn and... Shreves says it's go time. He makes a path underneath the 0-15 of Sick. Up front, Caden Berry getting it done, creating a gap between himself and Anthony Marfulio. The youngster has one more corner to navigate, coming off of 4. Berry for the win. Marfulio P2. Michael Carter P3. Vitale and Shreves round out your field, your top 5. My apologies.
Sorry about that after the race.
Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Matt Grimm, Brandon Templeton on the front row. Jeffrey Kemper, Cale Smith in row 2. Clay Christopherson, Chris Cox in 3. Donald Ingram, Grant Wesley in 4. Billy Roberts rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All starts on leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Good luck. Matt Grimm, that is your winner champion who will roll off in that 91 car on the pole with Brandon Templeton to the outside. We haven't seen Cale Smith in a sprint car very often.
Not bad for him. Sitting on the outside of row 2. That might be a pretty good spot to be in right now.
Yeah, I agree. As the pace truck makes its way off, leaving the field, the Wyobe driver, Matt Grimm. Good start by Grimm. Gets up to the high side. Decides to go back down low with Templeton in tow. Jeffrey Kemper in P3. Cale Smith in P4. Cale Smith down low.
Why is the caution not coming out? There we go.
Let's take
Sorry
a
about that,
look.
boys. It wouldn't let me throw caution there, but we're yellow now. Back it down.
Cale Smith into 115 with the 51 of Christopherson behind him. Did he hit the same place that LaFond hit? Looks like the 51 car got there before he got to the wall. Those two go around. Everyone else able to get by. They go to pit road entry, I believe that is in real life. Is that where you enter?
Inside or the outside?
Is pit road on the outside in real life, or is it on the inside?
No, sir. It's on the inside.
It's
There's
on the
actually
inside.
behind the banners. There's
I
actually a
get black
path
clear, closed
that
pit.
rolls all the way around from the pits, all the way on the outside of 3 and 4. Behind those banners, the cars will be behind the track, and then that entry off of 4, they'll come down across the track and into the pits in the infield.
Okay.
So there's a little track fact for you.
And another fact, we're on lap 2.
Oh, God.
Matt Graham at the front of the field. Brandon Templeton, P2. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Graham, Templeton, Kemper are your top 3. Chris Cox battling it out with the 10 car of Donald Ingram. Michael Vitale or Billy Roberts in the 99 car running P6. Side by side, Donald Ingram and Chris Cox. Templeton trying to hold off Jeffrey Kemper. The 31 car Corning, Iowa driver, the 181 driver out of Oregon. Templeton with a good run off the higher side. I won't say the high side because they have not moved up there. Graham pulling away from the field. Boy, Donald Ingram thought about 3 wide. Chris Cox in the 515 able to slide by high to make it only 2 wide. Chris Cox up to P3, up 3 from his starting position. Two to go. Matt Grimm, Brandon Templeton, Chris Cox, your top 3. White flag is out for Matt Grimm. That is your Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights champion in the 305 sprint cars. The driver driving for Team Wyobe, coming off a 4, Grimm for the win. Templeton, Cox, Kemper, your top 4. Three minutes of warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Berry in the audience cheering on his son, Caden Berry, in that 12 car. Nick, as always, thanks for tuning in. Rhonda with a shout-out for the 12 car of Caden Berry. We're getting ready to go 30-lap feature racing. Feature to the grid, please. Caden Berry, Matt Grimm on the front row. Marfulio Templeton in row 2, Carter Cox 3, Vitaly Kemper in 4, Shreves Ingram in 5, Sick Robert in 6, Haynes Christopherson in 7, Dixon Smith in 8, LaFawn and Wesley, and round out your field of 18 drivers. All right, leader 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. All starts are on the leader. Everyone else, do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 30 laps to get it done. The final Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights race ever. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Braden Carter giving the CTM boys, that is Cale Smith and Michael Carter, a shout out. Braden, thank you for tuning in, sir.
Well, for the final time, who do you got?
I'm taking Caden.
I'm
Off the pole.
And yeah, trust my gut. Anthony Marfulio.
Oh, there you have it. Green flag is out. Berry to the point. Anthony Marfulio pulls up to P2. Matt Grimm on the outside of the 238. Marfulio looked like he found that same patch of grip that Sick found in the Pro Late models. Grimm now pulls up to the inside of the 238. Grimm down low. Marfulio and Berry up high. Good run up front. Marfulio coming off a 4. Berry on the high side. Good run off the top by the youngster out of New Hampshire. Ohio driver Matt Grimm in P2 as we get single file. Jeffrey Kemper running back in P7. Donald Ingram in the 10 car. He's moved up 2. Randy Shreves, 2-time Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights champion in the 56. He's up to P9. Michael Vitale in the 213. P10, Justin Sick in the 015 is P11 with Jason Haynes in the 66 car below him. Randall Dixon in the 111 running in P13. Jordan LaFawn in the 11. P14. Cale Smith, Clay Christopherson battling it out in the back. Billy Roberts in the 99 is P17. And Grant Wesley in the 88 is at the tail end of the field. Caden Berry changes his line, runs a slider in 3 and 4. Here we go. Wyobe boys gonna battle it out. Slide job by the 91. Berry not able to close the deal. Does he have enough room to slide? Just barely. Teammates going at it. Berry able to hold off the 91 down low. Anthony Marfulio sitting back in 3rd watching. The Wyobe boys racing hard between themselves. Brandon Templeton up to P4. Jeffrey Kemper, P5. Michael Carter. Now Randy Shreves has moved up a couple. Shreves below the 10 car of Ingram.
It's all good.
Caden Berry opening up a little bit of a gap between himself, running that slider line in 3 and 4 in the 12 car. Go on board with 2nd place, Matt Grimm.
Slide me here.
Looks like Berry's running that slider line on both ends of the track while Grimm is staying right on the edge of the marbles up high. Top 2 starting to pull away from Marfulio a little bit. Brandon Templeton, the front of the field, getting spread out. Haynes now dives down low under Carter, as does Shreves. That was close. Shreves. Jordan LaFawn involved. Let's take a look. All replays, as always, brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. That is the 11 car right below you, right in front of the 515 of Chris Cox. That's the purple car.
I did it to you clean, and you junked my race car, man.
Chris Cox up into the 11 car.
Now get the fuck off the track.
Around goes.
I'm done listening to it.
LaFawn.
2 weeks in a row of insults from Jordan LaFawn. Jordan has been removed from the race.
Well, that escalated quickly.
No kidding.
Caden Berry still at the front of the field. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Race chat was live. My apologies for the language. My sincerest apologies once again out there. Race chat was live.
Yes, viewers, we do apologize for that.
Pace truck is off. We're going back green. Caden Berry at the front of the field. Matt Grimm, P2. Anthony Marfulio, P3. Caden Berry getting away from Matt Grimm. Brandon Templeton, Jeffrey Kemper. On lap 15 of 30, now we are halfway. Caden Berry has led them all. Opening up a bit of a gap between himself and Grimm. Marfulio, P3. Brandon Templeton has not been able to make headway. Top four are running how they started. Jeffrey Kemper is up 3. Jason Haynes in that 66, running the high, extreme high, is up 7 positions. Randy Shreves ducks down below Michael Vitale. It will make the pass coming off a 4. Donald Ingram in the 10 car. He's underneath the 213. As is Michael Carter. Those two touched a little bit. Caden Berry still at the front of the field. He's opening up a gap between him and the 91. Berry with a half-second lead, over a half-second lead between himself and Matt Grimm. Wyobe still at the front of the field. Matt Grimm, P2. If Matt Grimm's going to close that gap, he needs to get going, Clayton.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Grimm's half a second off of Caden here. Top three's pulled away almost 2 seconds off of Templeton, but Caden Berry, it's either one or the other. Either Caden Berry's in his own league or Matt Grimm. They're never like super fast together, even though they race great together. But it's one or the other that can just check out on the whole field week after week. Those guys, Sean Stevens and everybody at Wyobe definitely knows how to wheel a race car when it comes to iRacing.
Caden Berry, Matt Grimm, Anthony Marfulio, Brandon Templeton, Jeffrey Kemper round out your top 5. Behind them, we still got some shuffling. Donald Ingram up to P6. Randy Shreves in the 56 car. He wants P6. Michael Vitale in the 213 battling it out back there with those two. As Michael Carter and Justin Sick run side by side. Cale Smith in the 115, Clay Christopherson, Randall Dixon, Jason Haynes, Grant Wesley, Billy Roberts battling it out. Caden Berry is checking out on the field. On lap 27 of 30, we will get 2 to go next time by. Barry running a consistent slider line. I guess we got 3 to go. My apologies. Barry, Grimm, Marfulio, Templeton. Somebody hard into the wall. Michael Vitale. Barry did not want to see that caution come out.
Oh.
You got Carter and Shreves and Vitale running side by side. Looks like Carter, I don't know what happened. It looked like his steering, he just shot up into the, yeah, the car just turns right. Into the 213 of Vitale.
Yeah, he's coming up, and then
that car shot right, almost like he turned. It just went straight. I don't know. So, Caden Barry did not want to see that lead go away. Keep race comms clear, please. Caden Barry at the front of the field. Matt Grimm, P2. Anthony Marfulio, P3. This caution will tighten the field back up. Do we got cars that towed, Clayton? Clayton's doing his admin thing.
alrighty.
We gonna extend the caution?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes, sir. I was getting through it still.
No worries.
Look. Excuse me.
So we will let the cars get their repairs and get back to the tail end of the field. So the points are going to be interesting.
Yeah, let's talk about a last-minute shakeup there.
Who was second in the points? Where are my points? There they are.
Justin Sick.
Justin Sick was second in the points. We will have to see how this plays out. Caden Barry with a great restart. Expect that 12 car, the youngster out of New Hampshire, to get back into his slider groove. And he will do so coming off of 4. Brandon Templeton, he is P4 outside of the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper. 1 lap to go. Barry, 2 corners to navigate. Coming out of 3, coming high in 4. Barry, Grimm, Marfulio, your top 3. Top 3 start finish line, please. Top 3 start finish line. We will see how the points play out. We may even be able to do that right after the interviews here. We will see how that goes as we get set up for interviews here real quick. We will get a word with Anthony Marfulio when he gets up into the booth. I see Caden. I see Matt Grimm. I do not see Anthony yet.
Well, the top 4 started and finished exactly where they gridded. Not much change up front.
There is Anthony Marfulio. We'll get a word with the driver of the 238. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, not a bad way to end Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Last race, bringing that 238 home in a podium position. How was your night?
First two races were real rough, but this race this is where I'm more comfortable, and those YOB boys, they're fast, but I just kind of sat back in third and tried to learn as much as I could being behind them, and uh, I was somewhat able to tag along with them, but they still pulled me quite a bit every now and then. But it's a learning experience with these fast guys up front.
Yeah, man, you are a past champion, and you have played a big role in Friday Night Lights. For that, I thank you, my friend. Who do you want to thank on that 238 for your podium finish?
You guys for putting this on. I mean, I really enjoy. This is the second time being able to run the Dash for Cash, and my wife for taking care of the baby and allowing me to run these Friday nights with you guys and all the competitors. I mean, I think if we had this field week in and week out, our broadcast would be unbelievable. I mean, it just shows you the caliber that was here tonight, and a lot of green flag runs. Just everybody that puts this on.
Yeah, man, you're going to be back with us in October when we change to the 360 sprint cars?
You guys still going to be running Friday nights?
Nope, I think we're going to switch to Wednesdays. We're not sure yet. So we may. That Friday night is still an option.
I think
so I'm not sure.
More people. I think you'll see more people on the midweek or on a weekend. So I think I will definitely be back and be running the 360s with you guys.
All right, man. Keep an eye on our Discord and our Facebook page. We'll be posting as we move towards October.
Sounds good, Joe. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Matt Grimm, this is Clayton up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, started second, finished second. Not too bad for you. Good spot on the podium, but man, I touched on it during the race. It seems either you or Caden are able to just dominate a whole field. You never see you guys dominate together, even though you finished 1-2. Caden just seemed in a whole nother gear every restart, man. What was it going to take for you to run down that 12 car and possibly get a win tonight?
I wouldn't say it was in another gear. I'd say he downshifted before the start, but is what it is. I shouldn't been able to get around him at the beginning, but instead we throw sliders, and it is what it is. Shouldn't have been back there in the points after that 358 race, but still came out with a fourth from what it looks like, but could have been better.
Alrighty, man. Who do you got to thank on that 91 car?
All the guys at YOB, Catalyst and Computers, CNC Race Design, Speed Factory, LCJ Carpentry, and Stingray Rock Tools Australia.
Caden Barry, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
That's how you close it out right there, my friend, in that 12 car. Started on the pole, finished up front. Great run by the 12 car. You are the official winner of the very last Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights race. Great run by the 12 car. Did you hate when that caution came out late?
Yeah, I kind of did. I was like, oh man, I thought it was gonna ruin my whole night because I knew Matt was fast on the bottom there, and I was so dedicated on the top. I was thinking it was gonna be there all the whole entire time, and it was looking good. And seeing Matt on the bottom, and he was kept gaining and gaining, and that's when I moved to the bottom when I cleared him after we were throwing sliders, back and forth every lap, and that was a pretty good race in there, and just stuck with the slider line there, and it was pretty good for the rest of the race, and he wasn't really gaining on me at all.
Yeah, man, the YOB boys up front once again. Man, what a great night. I got to thank you for hanging out with us over the past year and a half. Man, what a show that we have built here. It's the fans out there, the drivers. What an amazing deal, man. Congratulations on your drive to victory lane. Who do you want to thank on that 12 car for your victory?
I want to thank Team Iobi and Sean, and can't thank my mom and dad enough, for all they do for me. Just really appreciate it, and my nana and grampy and my great grandmother Cece and my Grammy Ryder, for making it to every race. It just means a lot to me and really appreciate it. And also want to thank Cataclysm Computers, CNC Racing Design, Speed Factory, LCJ Carpentry, and Stanley Rock Tools Australia, and you and Clayton for the broadcast and the admin. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, can't wait to follow you throughout your sprint car season this year. So keep posting in our Discord page on My Real Ride. I'd like to follow your results and all that you have going on. That goes for all the drivers out there. Keep our Discord alive as we take a 6-month-ish break. Congratulations, Caden. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
All right, man. You too. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more special guest that's going to enter the booth. I brought Brandon Templeton up. He's been doing the points for us all night. Those of you that you already heard that were teammates, Brandon was actually the second driver I ever recruited off of iRacing 2 race. And, man, we came up. Brandon, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
We came up with Friday Night Lights probably 2 years ago when we started talking about this. Brandon Templeton, Brian Dickens, and Kurt Schatzer all played a role in it. We weren't sure if we were going to do this. Brandon, from what you saw tonight, man, I'm glad that we came to the decision that we did.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the racing has been phenomenal, all throughout the last year, but especially this season. And tonight is, just highlighted that it wasn't very many cautions. The racing was awesome throughout the pack. So it's just, phenomenal thing. Never would have imagined it could have grown into this. So congrats to you, Joe. You give us a lot of credit, but truth is you're kind of the backbone that did 90% of this. So you deserve a lot of credit yourself.
Yeah, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. So I do have some bad news for you. So this is the last Friday Night Lights I'm going to be broadcasting, which will probably open up a little time to actually sit in the seat behind my sim rig finally. So I may be getting in your way because, man, I'm not as fast as I used to be. I just looked. I raced 18 times last year is all I raced. So you may be seeing me in your way here before too long, my friend.
I'm waiting for the bad news, man. I've been waiting to race side by side with you for quite a while.
It's been a long time. It has been a long time. So, yeah, I just want to thank you and the Hammer Down Racing team. You guys are definitely who I go to first. We bounce ideas off each other. And, yeah, man, we created something super special. And the drivers that we've gotten, I don't know how it all came together. Just truly blessed. We got the right drivers. Everyone told us we couldn't do this on a Friday night, and Friday nights were the worst. You can't do a successful league. Man, we proved them all wrong because these guys put on a well of a show week in, week out. So thank you. Brian Dickens, if you're listening, thank you. Kurt Schatzer, if you're listening, thank you. You guys have really helped me out. And yeah, we created something super and can't wait till October.
Hey, I think it's going to be bigger and better. The anticipation is just going to grow. People are going to want to get involved with this once they've, had a little bit of time to see it. And, well, it'll just grow, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. So thanks, Brandon. I wish you a great weekend, my friend.
You bet. You too. Thanks.
All right, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap for Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. We are not sure what the future holds. I'm actually starting to see some messages that say we keep it on Friday and we keep the Friday Night Lights moniker. I'm not opposed. Again, it's all dependent on sponsors. I will not have the time to chase sponsors as I have the past year and a half. So if you know anybody out there that has a promo video, would like to be a part of this, please let us know. I will be reaching out to some, but yeah, we're looking coming back in October. Post in our Discord if you're a driver or a fan and Friday nights work for you. Please let me know that. And last but not least, let's look at the points that wrapped up the night. I don't think they're updated yet. So unless maybe, let me see here. Let's do that. Let's do that. That. See if I can give you the points. So it looks like Brandon Templeton took home the points championship, followed by Justin Sick, Cale Smith, Matt Grimm, and Michael Carter, your top 5. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get out my Dirt Track Bank checkbook and start sending out some cash here within the next week and a half. We also have the pole sitters money that I got to get out. So for all of you out there, greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. Clayton, you got any last words?
Oh man, it's been something special to be a part of. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad not coming back next Friday. But I know, excuse me, obviously, going real world racing, I wish you the absolute best. I can assure you there will be bush lights consumed every Friday or Saturday that you are on. As long as I keep up with your schedule, it looks like a lot of it could possibly be on Flow Racing. So I'm a subscriber over there. Hopefully we get all that on Flow, and we'll be cheering on that 22 for sure. So I wish you the absolute best in your rookie season, man. If you need anything real world, you know who to call, you know where to find me. So hopefully, I know it's not goodbye, but it's a see you later. And man, whenever you're on here turning laps, man, you know where to find me. I'm on here a couple nights a week getting in my race car time. So
Yeah, man.
It's been an honor to work with you, man. I can't thank you enough for everything, and thank you for letting me be over here, and you also coming over to Outlaw for season 1 and giving us the pointers and the awesome broadcasts there. It's it's surreal, man. Can't wait for October.
Yeah, me neither. And man, I got your text number now. I'm more excited about tomorrow when you climb in that asphalt super late model, man. I can't wait. Can't wait to see the video. So thank you for all your guidance and help with this, man. It's been it's been a hell of a ride for sure.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we will close for the night. I'd like to thank everybody, as always, for tuning in. And again, we will be back in October, but we're not going very far. Leave us messages on our Facebook page or on our YouTube, and we'll definitely answer those. And keep an eye on our Discord also. That's where we'll be putting out information. So thank you all very much. And until next time, we'll see you.